What is up, y'all? Happy second day of fucking October. I hope all of y'all are getting your fucking Halloween costumes together. I currently am not because, you know, fuck all holidays this year. Like that's just where we are. So today I bought the puff. All right, I'm having a hard fucking day. And I thought I would come and unwind and have a drink and a couple of puffs, no fucking diddy, with y'all today. All right. I was driving by this very busy intersection and saw a couple sitting at the bus stop together. And you could hear the argument while I was at the light because it was a long light for some reason. And you could hear them arguing, right? They're arguing, I had a house. Like all of this on a nice sunny like Tuesday. I don't know. But basically, he was a Hobo-Sexual, all right? And ruined this girl's life. And now they both are fucked riding the bus, which thank God for public transportation, okay? We have all been there. And if you haven't, be glad, be blessed. But he ruined her life, and she was so upset that they were here riding this bus, and he had the audacity to fucking complain about what's happening when it's like, okay, where were you months ago, buddy, when we were in my house and you got me fucking kicked out for fucking squatting, But granted, she's gonna stand beside that man because she sat her ass right there and waited on that same fucking bus while she was telling him this shit, right? So that inspires our episode for today. Hobo-fucking-sexuals. Now, for those of you who do know what a Hobo-sexual is, they are a piece of fucking work, all right? And let me just clarify now, a Hobo-sexual can be any gender of bitch, okay? It could be for the female bitches, it could be for the male bitches, all right? Either or, either gender, all right? Either fucking gender, okay? They are a piece of work, okay? And I don't think, for those of us who do know, or you who know what a Hobo-sexual is, we don't give them enough fucking credit. We don't. We do not give them enough credit, okay? Those motherfuckers are charming, they are smart, and they are fucking master manipulators, okay? And let me tell you, they may not even start out as a Hobo-sexual. They may not even start out as a fucking Hobo-sexual. They can start out as a normal fucking person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even have to start out as a Hobo-sexual. Like, we have this misconception that they start out, we find them in the fucked up predicament that they are in. No, this nigga could, or female could become a Hobo-sexual right before your very eyes in live time. Like, real time. And for those of you who do not know and have the fortunate lack of knowledge of what a Hobo-sexual is, okay, it is a person, again, male or female. We don't like to acknowledge that females could be. It's very rare that those stories get blasted, right? I don't know if it's like a male ego thing, but you rarely see the female Hobo-sexual stories. I digress. Hobo-sexual is a person who manipulates you sexually, right? To gain housing, food, finances, usually some type of way of living. This person does not, i.e., have to be homeless, losing a job, jobless. Like, usually they are, though. Usually they are. Okay. Some of them have cars, some of them not. Like, it's crazy. You will be surprised, right? But a Hobo-sexual can have their own shit, okay? They are somehow manipulating and getting that shit taken care of. But it is possible for them to have their own shit, okay? And by own shit, I mean, I have come across Hobo-sexuals who have a house or an apartment. It is empty. A car, it's not theirs. It's, say, an ex-girlfriend's whose name is also on the car and on the title or what have you. And he's the one driving it or sharing it, right? A Hobo-sexual can come in many shapes and sizes and forms and situations, okay? And I feel like everybody And for those who have not experienced their own personal Hobo-Sexual, I you are God's favorite. You you are God's favorite, okay? Like the mess, the the embarrassment and the secondhand embarrassment. My goodness. Okay? Homosexuals, they get away with a lot of shit. But you don't give them credit for their charm. They are some charming motherfuckers. A homosexual might just be the finest nigga, baddest fucking bitch you have ever seen. You have ever seen. There's no way this bitch want me. She don't. She don't. She saw an opportunity and she took it. That fine nigga don't want me. He don't. He don't, sis. It's unbelievable. If it's too good to be true, it probably fucking is. That is a homosexual. They are everything and nothing all at the same fucking time. Once they get in and master manipulate, right? And I know what you're thinking. She sounds angry. No, I'm not. I'm not. Now, have I had a homosexual before? Yes, yes, I have. Yes, I have. And honestly, I am not ashamed to say he was my best fucking eater. My best eater. Best eater. Damn, he was my best eater. I'm sorry I had to take a moment of silence. Let's just give a moment of silence for it because what we also hate as the victims, right? As a victim, what you really hate is usually these hobos come with the best sex game, smoothest fucking spit game. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Best sex. You gonna get the best dick, best pussy, best head type something. Something, okay? Everybody's hobo different. Everybody's hobo is different. All right. But you best believe you gonna have a fun motherfucking time. No matter how crazy and stressed out you will be the entire fucking time. For those few moments, for those few fucking moments, it is worth it. It is fucking worth it. But in the end, it's a great laugh. It is a great life experience, okay? I encourage everyone to get a fucking hobo at least once in your life. All right? Like, at least once. So long as you have self control and you can pull yourself out of that shit and it doesn't turn into something more than what the fuck it needs to be, I highly recommend. Okay, 8 out of 10. It's I don't know. It's you gotta you also have to know how to play the game because at some point you realize it from jump, right. But that hit, that whatever you are dealing with, or like just whatever phase in your fucking life you are in, we don't want to admit that like our defenses were down, like they were down when Yo Hobo happened. At least I fucking hope so. I hope that was not a thoroughly thought out choice. Okay. Like for me, I I had got out of a very bad relationship. Okay. Very bad relationship. Moved into a new place. This guy. This guy. We're going to call my hobo. Let's see. We can call my hobo Richie. All right. We're going to call him Richie. Fucking Richie. Fucking Richie. I met Richie moving into my new place after my breakup or whatever and moving out with my roommate and also very close friend. We were going our separate ways roommate wise, and it was time for me to get my own place. So I did. Met him moving in. This man, he was on a bike. He was on a bike blocking the fucking gate. And I was trying to get out of the fucking gate to go back to my old apartment to pick up the last few boxes. Right? So me being me, I patiently wait passive aggressively in my fucking car for this motherfucker to get out of the way. But because it's on the bike, the automated fucking gate can't open. He's not big enough. You need a vehicle to trigger the open gate to get out. So he was not doing it. So this motherfucker's like literally riding in a pattern 8 in front of the gate. So I rolled out my fucking window, frustrated, hot as hell. It's in the summer. And I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of the way. Like, why the fuck can I open the gate and then you roll out? Like, what's happening? You know? This motherfucker goes like, oh, okay. I've never seen you before. I'm like, right. Okay, move. So like as I'm pulling up, like, he stops, comes back on my car, waiting on cars to pass. So he rolls up and I'm rolling up the window. He's like, wait, let me holler at you. Like, you look new. Let me talk to you. Keep in mind, I'm not really looking at him. I slowly glance as we're having a conversation because I'm honestly trying to get out of the exit gate, like out of the driveway. And he's not cute, he's not ugly, but I'm also really not looking like that. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. So I pull off, right? Thinking that's the end of that. Come back with the boxes a few hours later. He's like magically like riding around the parking lot, sees me pull up in my car, goes to park his fucking bike, I guess, at said apartment, right? At his apartment, because he said he lived over there. I said, okay. So he offered to move some boxes up and put them outside of my apartment for me. So I, of course, let him, I'm a girl, woohoo. Um, I let him move the boxes up and put them in. It was a really big help. Got shit done. Very thankful for it. Offered him a bottle of water. Came in. And a good old question: do you smoke? Fuck yeah, I do, bitch. You want me to put in on it? He said, no, of course not. That Who would that be? So now I'm looking at him. I'm able to see him. I'm watching this man, prepare our puff session or our gardening session. And, I'm realizing that he has light hazel eyes and he has a scruffy little beard and, he's okay. He's okay, right? Okay. Tattoos, like, okay. We're just chatting it up, gardening. And he's like, oh, yeah, like I live here. I live in building G, which is like 2 buildings over, or a building separated from me, but 2 buildings over. I was like, okay, well, I'm Richie. You're the, so, we just chatting it up. Gardening session ends. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my shit together, put everything together, and, figure it out. It's time for you to go. So he leaves, he asks if he can have my number, calls me the next day. We chat, we link 2 or 3 days after that outside of the apartments. Said he had just got off work, But at this point, this is the second time of me like actually laying eyes on this man. And I'm like, okay, he dresses kind of fucking corny. Like, it's really weird. Like, like it's just real fucking corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's the little shit you start noticing. So like I notice he's like fucking corny and dressed up, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. But I'm gonna see it through. We have another smoke session. He invites me to his apartment, but says he has a roommate. I was like, oh, you're older than me. Keep in mind, I'm like 21 at this point. Maybe 21 at this point. Maybe 22. I think 21. And he's like, I have a roommate. I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So boom, we go to his apartment. The roommate friend is there. This is all the same day of meeting him. So then the next fucking day, I get this text saying that his mother wants to meet me. Keep in mind, I have known this man all of 5 days. Told his mother about me and she wants to meet me. My God! What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? This is crazy. I'm like, okay, I don't even know what to say to that, sir, but that's not happening. So, he's like, why not? That's weird. So he's like, okay, smoke session. I'm like, okay, all of this free garden flowers are this crazy to me. You know, I'm young. I'm saving money. I just got my own fucking new apartment in the mid. Like, okay, like if you want to just keep bringing the tools to the garden, we can do that. So I'm down. And he's like, I think I love you. And I'm like, what? This is day 6 in the fucking evening. Like, what's happening here? Put it out. It's blown. The garden session is over. What the fuck are we talking about here, sir? He's like, I want you to be my girlfriend, all this. And I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no. So he's like, okay, I'll accept it. I'll be friends. I know I'll win you over one day. And I'm like, you're not. You're so fucking weird. What is fucking happening? And honestly, thinking back and looking back, that should have been the cue. That should have been the line. Like there. That was it. But no, I did it. That didn't fucking happen at all. Yeah. So we had a couple more smoke sessions, and you know, he honestly was really stroking my fucking ego. Okay. They will boost a motherfucking self esteem to get what they want. Right. But then I started noticing like the smoke sessions were getting like longer, or like, you know, usually this was like a once, like maybe on a Sunday, or like Saturday if I don't work, or like if I didn't go out type shit. You know what I'm saying? I started noticing like they became more frequent. Like it was like Saturday when I had time and wanted to, you know, just got back in type shit, or I wasn't doing nothing. Text is more like love bombing to no end, and it's like I don't know what's happening here. Um like everything just kind of upticked and became more like fucking frequent. And I was like, no, this is weird. And then boom, right? He was begging, 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 begging. I finally let him eat. Okay. I did. I finally let him eat. All right. I had a roster going. Okay. And I was upset with one of my main options, okay, pissed me off. And I definitely remember being like, you know what, okay, I might put you in the little header in the little corner, maybe. You don't get a spot. But I never fucked him. That whole situation went off for like a year and 2 years, because he was a really good eat. Like he was, when I say the best fucking eater, I mean like the best fucking eater. Like he was the best fucking eater. Like just thinking about it. But I never let him fuck. I made the mistake of letting him sleep on the living room floor once, and the nigga tried to come back the very next day with some story like, oh well, my roommate's girl is coming, so they putting me out and I ain't got nowhere to stay. And I was like, you get another apartment? But at this point, you know, I realized that he was also actually not living in the apartment, right? He was just bumming on his friend's couch. Like you were just bombing whenever you could, and the nigga let you sleep over. So yeah, that was quite funny. Quite funny. I want to hear y'all's hobo stories. I want y'all to share your, okay. So y'all give me y'all's story time, okay? Make sure you like, repost, share, and comment, most importantly. Okay, I want to talk to y'all. I want to get this conversation going. Tell me your hobo experience, okay? Like, this is real crap. Like, I feel like when you get hoboed, you should like this shit has to be on like SVU or something. Like somebody needs to call Stabler, okay? Somebody needs to call your boy, okay? Like these are crimes, okay? These are special victims unit type crimes, okay? Hobos need to be arrested. I stand on that hill, okay? Please comment and I will talk to you guys soon.